Could the bright colors in your child's snacks be changing behavior and sleep even at doses the FDA still calls safe?
Welcome to Dr. Mercola's Cellular Wisdom. Stay informed with quick, easy-to-listen summaries of our latest articles, perfect for when you're on the go. No reading required. Subscribe for free at mercola.com for the latest health insights.
Hello, and welcome to Dr. Mercola's Cellular Wisdom. I'm Ethan Foster, and today we're looking at synthetic food dyes, where they hide, what recent reviews found about behavior in children, and why regulators are finally moving to phase these additives out.
I'm Alara Sky. Artificial dyes like red number 40, yellow number 5, and blue number 1 are petroleum-derived chemicals added to processed foods, drinks, and even medicines to make products look more appealing. They add no nutritional value. They're common in cereals, fruit snacks, crackers, desserts, and chewable vitamins that many families keep on hand.
Federal action has been slow, but it's shifting. The FDA is initiating a full phase-out of all certified synthetic food dyes by the end of 2026, and red number 3 linked to tumors in animal studies, will be banned from food and oral drug products beginning in January 2027. A long-standing federal clause bars approval of any additive shown to cause cancer in humans or animals, and that's now being applied after decades of delay.
All 9 certified dyes are affected. Blue numbers 1 and 2, green number 3, red numbers 3 and 40, yellow nose, 5 and 6, plus orange B and citrus red number. 2. Orange B shows up in sausage casings, and citrus red number. 2 is used on orange peels. Dyes are markers of ultra-processed foods, which tend to pair artificial colors with high refined sugars and poor nutritional quality. Choosing real foods over artificially colored ones is the safer long-term move.
How often are you actually running into these additives? A 2025 analysis of 39,763 packaged products from major U.S. manufacturers found that 19% contained at least one synthetic dye. That scope matters because it turns occasional exposure into a steady daily intake for many families.
The highest concentrations were in products marketed to children. These child-focused items were not only more likely to contain dyes. On average, they also carried 264% more sugar than similar products without dyes. Many single items combined 5 to 7 different dyes, multiplying exposure during a single snack or breakfast.
Manufacturers use dyes to exaggerate flavor and disguise low quality. A red cereal labeled strawberry may contain no strawberries at all. The color is there to reinforce an impression. This normalizes neon hues as everyday food cues and nudges you toward products that rely on showmanship instead of ingredients.
You also find dyes where you wouldn't expect them. Pickles, salad dressings, canned soups, sauces, and children's multivitamins. These small, repeated exposures add up across a typical day. If you're not checking labels, you can easily exceed levels that researchers associate with behavior shifts in sensitive children.
Let's talk about those behavior findings. A 2022 systematic review by the California Environmental Protection Agency's Office of Environmental Health Hazard Assessment evaluated 27 human clinical trials and relevant animal studies. Over half of the trials, 52%, found statistically significant associations between dye exposure and worsening behavior in children.
The effects were most consistent in younger children and in those already showing attention-related symptoms. Parents and teachers reported increases in hyperactivity and inattention even at low doses, and those reports were taken seriously because they tracked observable changes during controlled exposures.
2 dyes stood out. Yellow number 5 and red number 40 were most frequently linked to hyperactivity, emotional outbursts, sleep disruption, and impaired focus. In one clinical trial, highlighted in the review, children exposed to yellow number 5 showed measurable increases in hyperactivity scores within just a few days.
Animal studies added another layer. Rodents given red number 3, red number 40, yellow number 5, or yellow number 6 displayed hyperactivity, impaired learning, and structural brain changes in regions tied to attention and decision-making. Notably, some of these changes occurred at levels below current FDA acceptable daily intakes.
That gap matters. Multiple studies documented behavioral effects at exposure levels under today's regulatory thresholds. Review authors concluded that the basis for current ADIs is not adequate to protect neurobehavior in susceptible children. The proposed biological explanation centers on oxidative stress and inflammation in brain tissue, mechanisms that are especially relevant in developing brains.
If you want to cut exposure, start with simple steps that you can sustain. First, swap ultra-processed snacks for whole food alternatives. Choose fruit, cheese cubes, hard-boiled eggs, and fresh berries. Or look for brands that clearly state they are dye-free. The most reliable route is shifting your cart toward foods that don't need a label to prove they're healthy.
Read labels and learn the dye names. If you see a color followed by a number, FD and C red, number 40, yellow number 5, blue number 1, it's synthetic. Check cereals, yogurts, snack bars, sports drinks, pickles, salad dressings, and canned soups. Packages that look natural on the front can still hide dyes on the ingredient list.
If you're buying for children, be strategic about the worst offenders. Fruit snacks, neon-colored drinks, sugary breakfast cereals, and colorful candies are frequent dye vehicles, and often combine several dyes with high sugar. Replace one item at a time with a dye-free alternative. Progress matters more than an overnight overhaul.
Watch for hidden dyes in medicines and vitamins. Chewables, gummies, and flavored liquids commonly contain red number 40 or yellow number 5. Ask your pharmacist for dye-free options. Confirm ingredient lists on supplements, and favor unflavored, clean-label versions when you can. If a child takes a product regularly, this step can significantly reduce daily exposure.
Help your children associate bright colors with nature, not chemicals. A red apple, a deep purple beet, or a golden mango sets a different expectation than a neon blue drink. Build simple food education into your week by prepping naturally colorful snacks together. When kids understand where real color comes from, they make stronger choices without pressure.
Stepping back, remember that dyes are not essential to food. Their presence signals a product that is engineered for appearance and shelf appeal. You can protect your family's focus, mood, and sleep by moving away from artificially colored, ultra-processed items and toward foods that deliver nutrition without chemical assistance.
As federal timelines unfold, phasing out all certified dyes by the end of 2026 and removing red number 3 from food and oral drugs beginning January 2027, you don't have to wait. You can make meaningful changes now with label reading, smarter swaps, and attention to supplements and medications.
If the idea of scanning every package feels overwhelming, pick one aisle to tackle this week: breakfast cereals or snacks, and compare ingredient lists. You'll quickly spot patterns and find dye-free options that fit your routine.
Today's challenge is straightforward. Take 10 minutes to audit your pantry and medicine cabinet. Identify 3 dyed items your family uses most. Replace one with a dye-free or whole food alternative, and explain to your child why that swap matters. Repeat the process next week with one more item.
Thank you for watching Dr. Mercola's Cellular Wisdom. We'll see you on the next episode.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe now and click the notification bell so you never miss an update. See you in the next video.